My name is Raylison and I'm born in Curaçao, Netherlands, Antilles. Right now, I moved to Holland about 5 or 6 years ago. I went to Holland to improve my training, and since I'm here in Holland 5 or 6 years ago, can we say. It's about 11 or 12 years that I'm training now, but since I moved to Holland 5 or 6 years ago, I have put my training on a higher standard. I've got a lot of people that support me also to achieve my goals to a higher level that I didn't know. So we can say 5 or 6 years I'm now on a high standard of training. It's different. It depends in which country or where you go or the type of competition that you do. But normally the people are very glad when they see you on stage, and they react very positively. So every time you come on stage, you bring something new, you improve your body, and that's people like to see. They like to see you improving, they like to see you coming back different than the year before. So normally it depends. When I'm in a country that nobody's know me, they will be glad to see me. But when I'm a country that people know me already, they will be more glad. They will be enjoying my shows, they will be cheering and give a lot of compliments to you. People will sometimes be scared of you when they see you, but it's also a kind of fascinating when people see you around. They ask you, oh man, how do you get so big, or what are you doing, or they like to know how did you build your body that's so standard. So most of the people were surprised when they see you, and normally the people that see you all days, example your neighbors or your colleagues, they also will be surprised. Every time they see you, they will be surprised because you still changing your body. I did experience it in my life when I thought about going further than just training and just working out and just eating good. When I thought about to go on stage on the foreign countries to compete with big guys, that was a turning point for me in my life, because I realized that it's not just a thought. It's bring a lot of things behind it. My normal life, my family life, everything has changed, because this sport takes almost all your time, and it's learn you also how to behave for yourselves amongst other people, because it's a sport that is very familiar. So it's affect me on a positive way since I thought to go and achieve goals in the highest standards of bodybuilding. So it's a quite story, my story of bodybuilding, when and how I did begin, because I was a very small little child, and I saw my uncles and all his friends also in the back days. For me, they were huge guys and they also trained, but I did ask them always to go along with them, but they didn't allow me, so because I was too small. So every time I see my uncle, every day, every afternoon they go to work out. And normally back in those days you didn't have a lot of gyms in my country, a lot of gyms. So people built their own things in the neighbor or something else, or just nearby your house. They just built something with some machines, and they make those dumbbells, and they make iron things, just to live. So I was wondering about that. So I asked them every time, "Uncle, can I go? Can I go?" No, you can go. So I began to look when they don't train. I sleep in the gym. So I'm talking about 5, 6 years old. I just go in and look all the things, try to pull the things, but I could not. And so the years go by, and I begin to see my uncle more things doing, and begin to see he taking shakes, he taking protein, and all the things. And I thought, no, I also want to be so big. I also want to gain muscle. So after a few years, I began also to lift weights, just as my uncles, just in the neighbor, not a normally fancy gym, just some small things. And so it has begun till now. Normally, it's very easy to combine all those things, but my normal life and a sponsor life is also a good communication. It depends on good communication. It's a lot of responsibility, that's true, but if you have a good communication with your sponsor, you can come along with everything. And it doesn't always need to be pressure on the athlete. If you have a good communication with your sponsor, you guys can go as friends to the journey, and that's help also an athlete, because I did see nowadays a lot of athletes have pressure from the sponsors on them, and normally this sport all bring pressure on you. So I would say for me it's working out good, because I'm good with my sponsor. We have a good communication, we can understand each other good. So he helps me, and I need to do what I was appointed to do. So I keep my word, he keep his word, and we come along. The difference between training for me was, in the back days, I didn't know quite good how to train and what to train, and to keep focusing on weak points. Those things was for me in the back days just piece of cake. I wanted just to be big. That was my goal, just to be big. But since I have reached the standard that I now, I realized that you need to achieve things by small things. You need to hit your muscles. You need to keep improving your weak points. So nowadays I'm more focusing on things that not so good on my physique. So things that are lack of, or things that just a little bit small or just doesn't fit so good, I'm improving those things. I'm more critical, let's say so, on my body than back in the days. I would say the first thing is discipline. Discipline yourselves to do the things that need to be done to hold your body, to hold your health. So everything for me, in my opinion, begins with discipline. If you are a disciplined person, you will know and you will have the drive enough to keep going. You know, if you have the discipline that you need to wake up, you need to make your food, you need to go to train, you need to go to work, you need to come back, you need to go to work out again. But if you don't have discipline for that, it can be in your head, but it doesn't function. So I would say, learn to discipline yourself. Discipline, wake up early in the morning, make your food, go to work, or go to the workout, come again, make your food, take your rest. Put structure in your bodybuilding life. For beginners bodybuilders, I will advise them first, go to someone that knows about bodybuilding. don't just go on internet, don't just go reading things that you don't know and go to do those things. Nowadays you have a lot of good guys that think they will or they can do it on their own, but on the road they will fail because they are doing things that are not right. So my advice is go to someone that knows about bodybuilding and train. Don't go with the mindset that competition. No, begin, train. Don't let your mind speak for you, let your body speak for you. Train, and normally your body will grow. You will keep improving, people will see you, they will ask you for competition, and you will come. You will come where you want. Don't just go with the mindset, competition. Work on your body. Let your body speak for you, and you will come where you want to go. I will send a special thanks and a big thanks also for all the people that support me. I'm talking about all my fans, people that I know, people that I also don't know, and the persons that have made me where I am today. I begin with Stanley Francisca. This man lived in Curacao. He was also a big name bodybuilder. He have achieved a lot of things. This man has saw me in the gym and told me, hey man, do you want to do a competition? And here I am. Since this day, this man has put trust in me, learned me everything that I know. And also I want to thank my family, because without my family I couldn't do this still. So a big thanks to my mother that support me all the way, all my competition. My mother was with me without failing anyone, screaming, cheering. So my mother, a big thanks. Also my brothers that always support me and believe in me, and also my sponsors, because normally when I moved to Holland, before that I didn't know what's the name sponsors. We don't know that back in my country. So when I moved to Holland, I've got a lot of people that support me. Also the Federation of Bodybuilding from Netherlands, Juliette Bergman, Leona Bergman, those two women, I love them. They do a lot of things for me and they help me, they support me, they advise me. So I want also to thank all those people, and person that I could have forget, I want also to thank you also, because you also guys have helped me, have supported me, and I'm glad with that.
XXL Nutrition is de populairste supplementenshop van Nederland en België. De beste supplementen om vet te verliezen, spieren op te bouwen, prestaties te verhogen of om sterker te worden, bestel jij bij XXL Nutrition. Altijd gegarandeerd de beste kwaliteit voor een scherpe prijs. Gratis verzending en op werkdagen voor 5 uur besteld, de volgende dag geleverd. Nu met gratis goodies bij je bestelling. Kies voor XXL Nutrition en ervaar het verschil.